Hi, my name is Ray Miller and this is Arm Wraps, and I'm showing you how to actually wrap a mini fridge. And with the Arm Wraps business, I wanted to start doing more custom, unique, fun designs. So right now, today, we are actually doing an old vintage trunk, as you see right here. And we're going to do the front, sides, and top view of this mini fridge. This is actually I think a 3.1 size mini fridge, or maybe even a 4. But it's brand new. You just go down to Walmart, buy it. If you have actually a used one or an old one, you can still, I can still custom design, design and also custom print whatever image you want for this mini fridge wrap. So the first steps I do, there's tools that you will get. You're going to get a squeegee and a knife, and also the vinyl print wraps in a kit. So I'm just throwing this all in. It's free. The next step is what I do. I can use rubbing alcohol. You can probably put it in a rag, and this is why I mix it up. Rubbing alcohol and water, and I cleaned all the edges really good, clean it all off, make sure there's no dust or anything on there. And if there's any obstacle courses on the mini fridge, you can actually, like this, you can pull it off. And also the top part of this is actually designed so you can pull this off and put this on this side, and you can open the door both ways or different ways if you want. So whatever obstacle course is on there, it's fine. Okay, so next, after I cleaned everything up, I normally tackle the front. This is the front. And I make sure, so when you order a mini fridge wrap, what I'm going to do, when you order it, I email you back if you didn't give me the dimensions of the doors and the sides and the top. Well, I'll ask you, so what's the size of this, the door size, and how thick the door is, and also how deep the mini fridge is at. And then what I do is I custom design it or size it to your mini fridge. So if it's smaller, don't worry about it. I'll stretch it and move it and do all kinds of things to it. Okay, so the next step, I pull the backing down. I usually use a table, and I take it enough to tack it on. That's about 3 or 4 inches. And this is actually on an air release vinyl, a matte sheen. I like using a matte sheen because in the world there is not a lot of gloss in the world. Okay, so what you're seeing right here, we're kind of where the corners meet, as you can see right here. You can see ding ding right there, and also right here. And I'm actually doing 2 videos right now, so you can actually see the corners right here and right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim here and here for the corners. So this vinyl is actually designed to, if you put it on, you can pull it off. And like I said, it's an air release vinyl, so if there's a little air bubble in the middle of it, you can just massage it off. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of tagging where this is at, and it looks pretty close. I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to aim right there, and you need to just take your time. Okay, and you just kind of make sure you go all the way down the bottom. Make sure it's all the way down. It's looped all the way around. all the way around and straight up and down. That's the most important thing. Next, you take your squeegee and you do a 45-degree angle this way, and you kind of squeegee it back and forth. So what I'm going to do, this is the back of the paper. I'm going to just, you're not going to see it, but I'm just going to pull down a little bit, probably 3 inches at a time. I'm lightly just getting that, just enough to tack it on. And go straight down. And it still looks good. And if you screw up, you just pull it up, put it right back down. No big deal. I'm just kind of seeing there's a little black mark right here. I'm seeing if it goes straight down. That's all I'm doing. And I'm checking to see if there's any air bubbles are in it. No, there's a little air bubble right here, so what you can do is you can just lift it up, push it out. Another one. See, I'm just using my fingers, that's all I'm doing. I'm not poking any holes in it. I'm just massaging it. And if you use your hands, you can actually feel all the little air bubbles in there. See, I'm just catching little air bubbles. And if it's a huge air bubble, then of course you have to pull out and move it down. Okay, I'm putting a lot of pressure down here where the lip is. Okay. That looks good so far. Okay, I'm going to see if I can try to move this thing. Okay, so what I do on these edges right here, you can get a little closer. Sometimes I cut it a little bit, but I do it at a 45-degree angle. And then kind of walk it down. Same thing, you go at a 45-degree angle, just on the edges, that's all you have to do. And you just kind of, what do I call it, just going back and forth like a printer. Next, where's the squeegee? I use a squeegee, I shove it up there. It holds the vinyl, but also protects it. So if you go straight across, if you don't have this, you can actually, if you're just eyeballing it, you can go straight down, cut the vinyl, and that ruins the vinyl. Or the effect, I guess you call it. Now I'm just kind of walking in where the stripper is. Same thing, I'm using a guard, if you want to call it. And then I'm cutting straight down. So it's a nice, even cut. Okay. Same thing. Use the guard, or the squeegee, shove it down in the corner, and use it as a guide. You can eyeball it if you want, but it's just being a little more cautious, that's all. Oh. Okay, same thing. Let's move this guy along the side right here. If you have a heat gun, that'd be great. If you don't have a heat gun, you can use a blow dryer. Blowtorch is fine. It gets a little hot, but okay. So I'm gonna try to do. Sorry, not for blocking the view. Okay. Try this. Same thing. It's a little challenging to go around the corners. So if you just kind of do a 45-degree angle down, if you got any comments or questions, comment down below and let me know. If you got any projects you want to get done, we do custom design, prints all the time. So I'm just kind of walking it again. There you go. Grab your squeegee, or the guard if you want to call it now. You go straight down. It forces the vinyl to the subject. Also, it creates a shield. Okay, nice and tight. What I like doing, next is we're going to do the bottom part. Grab the shield. There we go. Grab the shield, but we got to do underneath. Use your fingernail, you can kind of shove it into the plastic. And then that's a nice tight fit. Okay, that's one subject, or side. What I like to do is I make sure to fill all the way around. Get it all in there. So that's nice and tight now. Okay.